tripping with me and I have to yell because my car is loud. Okay, here's what I'm thinking about. 100 things. But, okay, so I watch all these tarot card readers and stuff and I just love them. And a lot of times I hear them saying, like, there's someone who has, like, a mother or a grandmother or something like that, a figure, mother figure, whatever, who's, like, looking out for them. And I'm sure, like, everyone, like, I don't look at these things and think, like, oh, that's just for me. I know that there are, like, 1,000 people watching them and being like, that relates to me in this way. I think that's this person for me, whatever. So I'm just letting you know that that's how I feel. But anyway, so my dad has 6 brothers and 1 sister, and my mom has 2 brothers. So I only have one biological aunt, and her name is Sally Marie, and she died last year in April. I think, oh my gosh, like 3 days before her birthday or something. That's my only biological aunt. And she was kind of an amazing lady. She was like the first female skydiver in Utah or the, I don't know, Western United States or something like this. She was a wild woman. And she looks like me, obviously, because I look like my dad and she looked like my dad. Oh, my phone's gonna die. Anyway, and so we related to each other. There's the whole thing about when I stayed with her when I had my first baby and stuff like that, but that's a whole nother weird ass story that I won't go into right now because you guys will be like, what the fuck? But anyway, so she lived in El Paso, Texas, and her and my dad were born and raised in Mexico. My dad's the oldest. His sister's 3 years younger than him, and then 6 brothers. But anyway, so whenever they say that there's like a mother figure that's in the spirit world, like looking out for you or whatever, like I don't want to cry or get emotional, but I always think that has to be my aunt. And like I know it sounds disrespectful and rude and stuff, but I do not have a lot of respect for my ancestors. I don't think of my ancestors as protectors and stuff because, like, both sides of my family, there's a lot of just mental illness and weirdness. And I mean, maybe you change after you die, like you can have like spiritual growth. I don't know, like, or maybe there's stories that I don't know, and I only know the stories of the people who were in mental institutions and who hanged themselves and who, you know, tried to stab their okay, I'll just tell this story. So my grandma Sagasy, her brother tried to stab her and kill her when she was pregnant with my mom, and he got put in a mental institution. Like, I mean, that's the kind of ancestors I have. I'm just telling you. Yeah, weirdos. So, like I'm saying, I'm not all that impressed with a lot of my ancestors. But anyway, so my point is, I have this aunt. She died a year ago, and I sort of feel like, man, maybe a lot of things have been happening for me in the past year because I actually have someone, like a female spirit, and it's weird, but I have not had a lot of people close to me, related to me, die, and I'm 48. That's the first aunt or uncle that I've had die, and my first aunt, obviously, 'cause it's the only biological aunt I have. I gotta make sure I don't miss my exit. Oh no, I'm good. And my mom's older brother is a lot older than her because it's from a first marriage from my grandma. That's another thing. My grandma Sagasy was one of the first of her generation to get divorced. Like, you didn't get divorced back then, but I really think, I don't know this, I hear different, rumors. A lot of things are secretive, and that's why I fucking hate secrets. Like, could we just put the truth out there and, like, know things? Because I've seen secrets really hurt family members, and I've always been the, tell the secret person who got in trouble for telling the secrets and, like, ending cycles of abuse and stuff like that, and that's why people are in prison for life and stuff. But that's another story. But But anyway, so I don't like secrets, but I really think that my grandma had an affair with my grandpa and said fuck you to the first husband and got married to my grandpa, who and then had 2 kids with him, which one's my mom. But I don't know that. I just think that. Anyway, but my point is, Sally Marie, that's my aunt who died a year ago. And that's my only person, my only relative that I have that I respect, admire, was genetically connected to, who has died. I mean, my dad's mom, I wouldn't really like to say how I felt about her, because it wouldn't be, and I wouldn't really have a lot of, I just wouldn't want to say. And my mom's mom, I love that lady. She told me I had moxie, and she loved my driving skills, man. I took her out for Valentine's Day 3 months before she died. And yeah, I drove her, and she was like, man, you're a good driver. And I'm like, yeah, we could rob a bank. And I always joke around that I could be the getaway driver because she liked my driving, but I'm pretty sure that how the conversation went was that I was like, Grandma, you could be the getaway driver. Yeah, she was a fun, wild ass lady. But here's the thing about her. She was, God, I don't want to say bad things about people, but she was selfish. Like, all she thought about was me. So I wouldn't think to myself like, oh, my grandma's up there in the spirit world looking out for me. I wouldn't think that. I would not think that in a million years. I would think grandma's out there in the spirit world going, oh, hey, you guys, look at me. What's up? It's all about me. It's all about me. Because that's how she was in life. That's how I think. You know what I mean? So maybe in the past year, like, things have happened for me because I actually have a person, like I said, my aunt, my one biological aunt, Sally Marie. She died a year ago. And that is the one female family member. Well, I had my daughter that died, 30 years ago, but I mean, she died when she was a baby. And I know that this is going to sound really crazy and weird, but I always think of her being as like my guardian angel when I drive. And the reason is because when my kids were small and I would drive them places, I was scared and paranoid, and I'd be like, oh my God, I have my kids in the car, I'm driving these little babies. And so I always thought of her as our guardian angel, like watching us as we drove. I don't know why that became a thing, but that was a thing. So she's my guardian angel when I drive. And now I just think like, I know I can come up with weird ideas, because what else are you gonna do? Okay, I think of like all the people I've taken care of who have died. I think of them as my guardian angels, because like, who wouldn't want to hang out when I'm fucking on adventures driving all over the country, right? Who wouldn't want to? It's fucking cool. It's fun. And I also think like if, you know, guardian angels are like, who do we want to look after? I mean, who isn't going to be like, well, I'd like to go with this girl because she likes to go do weird shit and drive everywhere and she's crazy. I mean, I'd pick me if I was a guardian angel and I was I don't know, it's so stupid. But it's fun. It's fun. Anyway, you gotta come up with weird ideas, right? I mean, why not? What else you got to do? Anyway, that's my, how many times did I say anyway? It's like on, oh my God, what's that show? The cop show where he says meow. How many times can you say meow? And he's all, right, meow? Oh, never mind. You guys, don't go on a road trip with me because this is ridiculous and stupid. I really need to get one of those things I can mount on here, because what I really want you to see, not that I want to brag, but I'm a fucking NASCAR driver on these curves. I need sleep. And the reason I'm driving home is because I ran out of my Effexor, which I've been on for 12 years, and I get weird if I don't take it. Hello, you see this? Weird. No, it's not really that. I get, honestly, like physical withdrawal symptoms, which I haven't been too bad, actually. But I'm driving home to get them anyways, and I'm babbling, but I wanted to talk about my aunt. That's my person. That's my person. That's my connection. And I hadn't had anyone before that. Like I said, like I'm not like, oh, my ancestors, they're so cool, they got my back. I'm like, my ancestors, I'm not relying on those dudes. No. But my Aunt Sally Marie, yeah. Yep. That chick, I think's got my back.